What's up, Press On? This is your WOD for Monday, April 13th. We have 2 WODs for you today. The first WOD is part of CrossFit headquarters, Support Your Local Box competition. It's 4 rounds, 15-minute cap. It's going to be 100 double unders, followed by 21 burpees, 75 double unders, followed by 15 burpees, and then your third round is going to be 50 double unders, followed by 9 burpees. I'll go through the modifications and everything for that later in the video. Your second workout is going to be a strength workout. It's going to be 3 rounds, not for time, 10 to 15 strict pull-ups or bent over rows, followed by 30 pike compressions. All right, guys, for your warm-up today, it's going to be 2 rounds, starting with 20 dorsiflexion drops. If you have one of these types of driveways like this, you can grab onto a post and just do your dorsiflexion drops. If you don't have that, I'm sure everybody has a wall. You can just stretch out your leg like this. Next is going to be 25 jumping jacks, standard jumping jacks, nothing too fancy there, just get your heart rate up. Followed by 5 inchworm to up dog, down dog. So feet wider than shoulder width, hinge at the hips, walk your hands out. Up dog, trying to make sure that you get that turtle head out of its shell. Down dog, pushing out of the shoulders, making sure you're lifting your hip bones to the sky, pressing the feet into the ground, and then walk it back up. Really feeling that stretch in your hamstrings, squeeze your butt to stand. Gonna do 4 more of those. 10 bootstrappers are next. Bootstrappers, we're gonna have our feet shoulder width. Gonna grab our toes, gonna come on down. You can go side to side here at the bottom if you want. Send your knees back. Send your hips forward in the bottom. Knees back, all right? We're gonna do 10 of those. We're gonna finish this part of the warm-up with Spiderman lunge. So wider than shoulder width. We're gonna try to get our elbow down towards our knee. We're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. We're gonna kick it out, kick it over, and do the other side for 30 seconds. All right, if you have a jump rope, time to grab your jump rope. We're gonna get our heart rate up, and we're also gonna use this as an opportunity to start practicing our double unders. So double unders, guys, you're gonna want to keep your body as vertical as you can, relax your shoulders as much as you can, and use your wrists as much as you can, not your full arm. All right, so 10 double unders. So rope goes out in front of you. I like having a couple warm-ups before I start jumping higher and higher. Making sure you're trying to stay vertical and not curling up into a little ball. So 10 double unders followed by 5 push-ups. So go ahead and walk yourself back out, squeezing your butt, squeezing your core, coming down to the ground and back up. What I like to do here is I like to corkscrew my hands on the ground. That's gonna activate my shoulders, believe it or not. So if I corkscrew my fingers onto the ground, you can feel that activation go all the way up your body. If you can't do plank push-ups, go ahead and drop down to your knees, making sure you're keeping your body flat, all right? So I don't want your butt up like this. I want it forward. Corkscrew those hands, and you can still come all the way down and all the way up. We're gonna follow that by 10 more double unders, and then we're gonna go into 5 no push-up burpees. No push-up burpees, what I like to do, I like to start with my feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, hinge at the hips, back up, all right? Hinge, hinge. Really work on landing on that full foot, all right? If you're a person that comes up and you have to drag your feet up like that, this is a perfect opportunity to work on landing on that full foot. It's really gonna help you in your burpees. Great time to work on that. 10 more double unders, and then finally, we're gonna finish this section with 5 burpees. So 5 burpees, this will be your tutorial for the workout as well. Hinge at the hips, hands go underneath your shoulders, feet go back, all the way down. When you're coming off the ground, guys, I want you to come off as one fluid motion. I don't want to see a worm. Puts a lot of pressure on your lower back. So squeeze your butt, squeeze your gut, pop, and land on your full foot. And up, hinge at the hips, down, and when you're coming up, one fluid motion, your whole body comes up at the same time. If you find after a burpee day you have a lot of lower back pain, you're probably doing a worm off the ground. So again, your workout for today is part of the Support Your Local box competition. It's going to be 4 rounds with a 15-minute time cap. Again, it's going to be 100 double unders followed by 21 burpees, 75 double unders, 15 burpees, 50 double unders, 9 burpees. Now let's go over some modifications. I've already gone over double unders. A modification, if you have your jump rope, will just be singles. So singles, you don't have to jump as high, and you should be able to move through these faster because you shouldn't have as many mishaps where you're hitting your toes. If you don't have a jump rope, or if you're inside and you can't jump rope, we're gonna go with jumping jacks. Now for jumping jacks, it's gonna be easy to kind of cheat a little bit and get some sort of crazy high score. What I'm saying is make sure you're touching your hands at the top and you're really trying to do the movement properly, if that's the modification you have to use today. It's totally cool. Burpees, I already went over the burpees in the warm-up. The modification for burpees, if you have to step back, come on down, and step up, that's totally cool. Now, the same rules apply though. If I'm doing a step back, step up, I am not gonna worm off the ground. So I'm gonna hinge at the hips, I'm gonna step back, I'm gonna squeeze my butt, squeeze my gut, so I'm one fluid motion down, one fluid motion up, flat foot, and a little hop. Workout number 2. Workout number 2 is a strength workout. Again, it's 3 rounds, not for time. The first part is gonna be 10 to 15 either strict pull-ups, which I'll go over inside in a second, or bent over rows. Now I know we signed out a lot of kettlebells, so I know a lot of people have kettlebells. If you're going to do a bent over row with a kettlebell, I'm gonna want you to start with your feet underneath your hips. All right, I like having the kettlebell with the handle parallel to my body. I'm going to hinge at my hips, keeping my core as tight as I can and my chest up. When you grab the kettlebell, my weight is gonna be in my heels, and I'm gonna pull it back towards my knee, all right? So starting at my toe, towards my knee. It's 10 to 15 per side, so if you wanna do 10, then turn around, and do 10 the other side. What I don't want to see, guys, especially with this movement, this is a movement where you can really jack up your lower back if you're going too heavy or if you lose your core. So if you lose your core and you start rolling over like this, just drop the reps. If you can't drop the weight because you only have one kettlebell, then go, instead of doing 10 to 15, maybe only do 8 to 10, all right? Do as many as you can with good form. All right, the next move, guys, is gonna be 30 pike compressions. Now, these are not gonna be pretty, so just bear with me. You're gonna wanna point your toes, your hands are gonna go in front, and you're gonna lean over the entire time. So leaning over, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just lifting your feet off the ground, straight legs, pointing your toes, hands in front, leaning forward. All right, guys, your cool down today is gonna be 2 rounds per side, 45-second hold each. We're gonna start with a pec stretch. So you're gonna wanna get a 45-degree angle, find yourself a wall, a doorway, and you're just opening up. And it's gonna stretch right into here. And that's it. You can also have it straight and just turning. Finally, guys, it's gonna be 45 seconds in a Samson stretch. So once again, we're gonna come on down, like we're gonna get into Spiderman, sending our hips forward, interlocking our fingers, and just reaching high over our head. 45 seconds on the left, 45 seconds on the right. You'll be done with your workout for today. Thank you guys. I hope you guys had a great workout. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We miss you all. We really need to get back in the gym. And a special thank you to Casa de Cantley for allowing us to shoot here in what's now referred to as Press On North. So thank you guys. We love you all. God bless.